moving forward over here on new mints that you may be able to actually catch us in with the edited version of this podcast is Ada Army. Ada Army NFT. Shout out to CryptoHeaps and the team over there. These are I've seen these around. I've seen them for a while, and I didn't realize for the longest time that CryptoHeaps, who's one of the content creators and who also be joining us for CNFT Live on Tuesday the 29th. This is also an NFT project that he's a part of the team. And these guys, if you don't know them, they are fully doxed. It consists of CryptoHeaps, goes by Tony as well. And they got the rest of the team. They kind of showcase what everybody does. There's a face to the name, and their big thing is invest in teams. So these guys are minting 2,500 of these hand-drawn soldiers.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I didn't listen to the sound of this video, but I just pictured like the Full House song as these guys was transitioning to their names. I just I don't know why every time that's what I'm listening in my head right now.
The Full House.
And crypto
because they're like quickly transitioning to like each other, so I just picture like when they're spinning around and they just look at each other. That's literally, I don't know why.
Everywhere you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that song?
Yeah. I said I've never seen the video. I didn't listen to the sound. That's just what
I want to hear it, Crips. If Heaps watches this and we get a chance to talk with him on CNT Live, I hope we get the Full House to just
might have to make that edit for
bring
them.
that full circle.
Yeah, we might have to just do that for them.
Right. But Ada Army is minting on March 28th. There's 2,500 of these things. The big key play to these guys, which I wasn't really paying too much attention, but when all of a sudden, I think it was maybe even Blake or somebody was like, royalties for life.
That is
all
sick.
Of a sudden, my head perked up a little bit on that,
cool.
and that's it. They're definitely giving back into the community. But these are what are these 48 ADA for the public, or sorry, for the whitelist, and these are 55 ADA for the public mint. Which are dropping at 6 p.m. UTC over on the 28th. But the cool thing about these things, which we'll get into here because we get the advantage of recording an extra day later, is that you actually get, like you said, secondary sales for like royalties for life. Like if you mint one of these things on mint day and you sell it, you get the royalties for that. And then for anybody else who ever sells that keeps that train rolling, dude, you still get royalties like
all future sales. Yeah, as it keeps going.
That is amazing.
That is a really cool concept, and I don't know if that's really been done inside the space. Except if you think about our boy Wraith CNT, I don't know how that works in the secondary, but this over here is a really cool concept being done over there. And again, I wasn't originally the artwork didn't necessarily draw me in. It was just like, again, I didn't really understand what it was, to be honest with you, when I first looked at it. But the more it seems like they're obviously stepping up some of the stuff from the originals, and obviously if you get something like that, it looks dope. I enjoy that. But their profile pic style, kind of that artwork. But the royalties are really crazy. So if your NFT is sold, you'll receive 1.5% of every secondary sale for life, which is
that's a great feature. Concept. No, I mean, this is another one. I wasn't as drawn in by the art on these either. I'm also not always all about all the profile picture projects, but just myself. But that's got me. I mean, if anything, for a project, that's a great way to incentivize selling out your mint too. Like I got to say, that's a genius plan, and it also benefits community members that do get it too. It works well for everyone. It's a win-win-win. It's
almost beneficial having the floor, right? Mm-hmm. Like, because then if you sell the floor, the floor of that, or the army, I don't know if there's any ranking with them, but if you do have like a floor army man, that'd be cool just to keep selling and selling, then you get the royalties for that one. Because I imagine if you had a high tier one, it wouldn't sell as often, right? You have one fat sale, but then it wouldn't sell as much. But if you had a lower end one, you'd get more sales from it, I feel like.
100% too. Yeah, you could drive that there's a volume for them. They keep flipping hands. You're getting little pieces every time.
Yeah, that's a good little concept. I'm curious how that actually will work, right? Like, is it more beneficial to get the rare, or is it more beneficial to, like you said, have one of the floor ones? And it also depends on how much the volume trades once, because for the people who minted it's a great incentive, right? Because you want those royalties. For the people who actually hold on to them and buy off the secondary, they're not getting that benefit, right? So what's the incentive for them to buy? Well, the cool thing this week, which are just not, I guess, a few hours back after this, they have this thing called Peppermint. It says that we reward those who hodl. And Peppermint, Ada Army's holders benefits. Peppermint is a paid minting service launching on May 2022. A portion of profits will be used to purchase blue chip NFTs such as Space Buds, and these rewards will be redeemable by holding Ada Army NFTs. So if you hold on to that, That's an interesting.
It's like a DAO, but through a marketplace, kind of, or mint service. I'm not sorry, not a marketplace, but a mint service. Right? Yeah, mint. So it's like a DAO mint service kind of thing. Like they're funding the DAO through not the ADA Army drop, not through an NFT drop, but through minting and the services they provide, and then like use that money to buy projects and give benefits to people that hold ADA Army. I mean, it's complex. There's a lot going on in there. That's interesting.
Well, another thing too, which we get into their actual website itself. If you go down and actually look at like the roadmap, where they've already crossed this off, like, right, this isn't the first time they minted. These are already out there. There was 2,000 of these things that have already been out there. So down the line here, it looks like actually from the original, it looks like the royalties were a thing. I think originally, I don't know if that was so. But anyway, the crazier part about this. Then. Yeah, so I think this is, I don't know if this is tied directly to the Peppermint thing, or because I did see this as Mission 7 thing, is the blue chip utility and this DBC, the designated burn token. So holders will periodically earn DBC just by holding, and these tokens can be burned for blue chip NFTs. These NFTs will be purchased through a partnership. Okay, so that is the minting service. So they actually got a chance to reveal this portion right here. That's actually really cool. So yeah, it looks like, yeah, you're going to be able to earn blue chip NFTs, which again is DBC, is going to be the designated burn token. So it's a natural, it reminds me of like the rats, right? Kind of like in a DAO kind of format, but being done through a minting project. So
we're probably going to need someone from CryptoHeaps channel or ADA Army to help us out. What's the C stand for? Because you keep saying token and that's not a C. It's not a designated burn token if it's DBC. What's the C stand for though?
Designated burn coin.
Coin, that makes sense. There we go. Now we're on the right track. Giddy up. All right.
I need CryptoHeaps, bro. Tell us what the deal is, man.
What the hell?
I'm very interested now. I like the creativity for bringing something new within the project. Those both sound very cool. So it's just got me that much more excited and interested now to look more into it. That's why I like learn about these.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So shout out to this team. They're fully doxed. Their big thing is invest in teams. CryptoHeaps, again, another content creator. He's also does the Shark Tank style Twitter spaces over there, like basically like the show off, like prove your worth kind of thing, which is so dope. Cool. That's a really cool concept. Wish I would have thought of that too. That's pretty dope. But yeah, these things are
damn it.
He's definitely involved inside of the community pretty well, and then obviously the rest of their team is doing big things too. So shout out to these guys. These are minting on March 28th again. If you are a holder, they're 48 ADA. If you're in the public,
ADA Army marches, 55.
I was gonna say that's not too far off.
They march.
Army
marches.
Yeah,
works.
And marching. They're marching.
They're marching on March 28th.